So PayPal X, it's all really about opening up our platform. So PayPal has this payments platform for years now, since it started since '99, and it has gone through several different phases. But we've never really opened up the platform in a way that developers can use it in whichever way they want to. With the new platform, the power is in your hands now. You can do payments in whichever format you want to do. It's really a global payments platform. It's no longer just for the US market. It's available in over 190 countries, 26 different currencies. So it's really a true global payments platform. PayPal X is really a variable, something that you can use in whichever format that you want to use. The X.com is really where our developer portal is. You can find tons of information about our APIs, sample apps, the great ideas that you can even check and see what's the next big thing that's going to come out based on payments. Lots of blogs, not just PayPal blogs, but even every developer who can create an account on X.com can blog on X.com. You can literally pay anyone or receive from anyone. If you are building a gaming application, it could be the actual game provider is the receiver, and the player is really the one who's paying for it. If you're building an enterprise application, it could be a employee-employer, different kinds of things. Even when it comes to the pure financing, it could be the investor and the developer, or a lender and a borrower. All kinds of players, all kinds of entities can be supported through the payments platform. The payments platform really introduces these three concepts. As I said, the sender and the receiver, the most common ones. The API caller is the one that really what your application is really doing. When your application is provisioning payments for a sender to send money to a receiver, the API caller, the application is the one that's really making the API calls to make that happen. The first API, the most popular one, as part of the PayPal X platform, is the Adaptive Payments API. This is the API that AppBacker uses, Cheetah uses. You're going to hear about Cheetah in the next panel. There are plenty of applications out there which use Adaptive Payments APIs to provision payments in various different formats. When a user buys three different products from three different merchants all through the same marketplace, the PayPal X payments platform makes it possible that the payments happen at the real time. When the user pays the money, the marketplace can say, hey, the actual receivers are these three merchants, send the money over there. The one important aspect of parallel payments is, as I said, the sender knows where the money is going. So when he goes back to his account, he would see that when I paid $100 through a marketplace, the actual receivers are the ones who actually got the money and how much money they received. Gaming is another simple example for making transactions from sender to receiver. You as a developer, you build the game and you let the user pay for the game. Very simple use case. It could be micropayments. Anything less than $10 could be qualified as a micropayment. You get a better transaction fee compared to the regular transaction fee. And then in most cases, end users are much more comfortable in micropayments than big payments anyway. Behind the scenes, as soon as the money gets transferred into the accounts, payment notifications get sent to the receivers. So as an owner, I get a notification saying, hey, you received your monthly payment. So your application don't have to do anything. When I send the user to PayPal for authorization, what if he doesn't have a PayPal account? Am I going to lose the user? What happens if he bails out from there? So to help in the problem, to improve the user experience, to increase the conversion rate, what the Adaptive Accounts provides is, it lets you create a PayPal account behind the scenes for the user, and then send the user to PayPal saying, you're all set up on PayPal. You don't really have to do anything other than creating your password and security questions. In case of payroll, and if a new employee is signing up, your company can automatically create a PayPal account for him because most of the companies already have all the user info. Marketplace, as part of the onboarding, you can actually not only create a seller account, but when a merchant signs up on your marketplace, you can actually create a merchant account for him on PayPal. So when he starts receiving money, everything automatically happens. You can even add a funding source. Like if your application already has users' credit cards, you can now actually throw that credit card into PayPal and you don't have to worry about PCI compliance, those kinds of things in the long term anymore. We are also going to launch an API so you can get the verification status of the account. We also have an authentication service that you can use to authenticate users into your application. You no longer need to manage user IDs and passwords. So in that way, when a user signs in through PayPal, you not only know that he is a real user, but you also know that he has some payment information associated with them on PayPal side. Instant payment notifications are a great feature that everyone loves. This is the way you get an instant notification whenever a payment happens. So you no longer worry about going back to log into PayPal, check your account books and all that stuff anymore. PayPal APIs are pretty flexible. There are tons of SDKs and toolkits available on X.com. All our SDKs are open source, so when you download the SDK, you actually get the source code with that too. There are community contributions to all the Ruby on Rails ones are really built by the community. We just launched the Apex toolkit for Force.com, so if you're building anything on Salesforce platform, you can actually use the PayPal APIs right from there. These are all pretty simple and easy to use, but they are very powerful. The reason why I said it kind of helps a little bit on the PCI compliance side is because you no longer have to show the payment information, and in some cases you no longer have to even collect the payment information anymore because the user payment information is stored on PayPal side.
Praveen, thank you very
Thank you.
much.